Hey Flosstube, I hope everyone's doing well and is healthy, and yeah, I hope everybody's doing well. I'm Elizabeth with the Silver Scissor Sews, or I think it's just the Silver Scissor on here. On Instagram, it's the Silver Scissor Sews, and I am going to talk about my cross stitch and some sewing for the last couple weeks. I hope everybody's having a good stitch mania. I was going to start it this year, and I sort of did. If you remember last time I was on here, I had some plans for Stitch Mania, and I was going to stitch a bunch of small things and just do every couple days, have a new start and also a finish, and I thought that would be great. I got sidetracked, so I will talk about that a little bit in a minute. First, I did have some finishes, a couple from Stitch Mania and a couple just before Stitch Mania started. One of them was this, Blackbird Designs American Eagle, and this is from the book, is it Land That I Love? It's not Land That I Love, Sweet Land of Liberty or something like that. It just barely was re-released, and I had the book for a couple years, and I just barely did the first thing in it. So, or this is the first thing that I have done from it. I loved working on this one. It was so much fun. I am not a huge Eagle fan, and if you watch Brenda in the Serial Starter, you'll see that she said that as well, that she doesn't love eagles, and I am totally there with her. I made the exception for this one because I really liked the rest of it so much, but I'm not a huge eagle fan. There is another one in that same book that has eagles, and I might do that one as well. And so just a little eagle I can handle. There's a couple of things that I have done that have a small eagle, but like the huge eagle, I can't handle either. So I am right there with you, Brenda. But anyway, this frame is just from Hobby Lobby. Let me scoot it back a little bit so you can see. And this was a pretty quick stitch. I want to say it took me like a week or something, stitching every day. I think I told you guys this last time, I wasn't going to start it when I did, but I needed something to fill in while my kids were doing their little homeschool computer stuff. And so I thought a white house would be perfect. So I could do the outline and then fill it in as they worked. Or between me saying, okay, Keith, stay on task, stay on task, stay on task. I don't know if any of you guys feel that way, but I feel like I'm constantly having to say, stay on task, especially with my kindergartner. It's making me crazy. Fortunately for us, Friday is our last day that the teachers are going to be giving new work, and then they can make up stuff. But when I found that out, I told my kids, all right, you can have an early summer vacation if you get it in there on time, because the teachers aren't going to be assigning any more stuff. But if it's not done, then they have to go through summer later, right? So I think we're just about there. Okay, I also, at the beginning of Stitch Mania, I was trying to finish this up before Stitch Mania started, but I didn't quite get there. I think that was maybe one of the things that threw me off, but I did finish up this. This is Heart and Hand Sampler by Brenda Gervais with the needle and thread. This one took me a lot longer than I thought it would. I think I was super gung-ho about it when I started stitching it, and for the first little while I could not get enough. And but then I had put it away to finish, I think it was this American Eagle one, or to work on that during the day, because this doesn't have a lot of fill-in stuff. So anyway, I had put away, and I loved doing that one so much I didn't want to come back to this even when it was done. So I felt like the last little bit I was kind of like having to force myself to work on it. And then I really wanted to start Stitch Mania, but I wanted to finish this first, or else I knew I would not pick it up again. So anyway, here it is. This is mostly the called for colors. There were some substitutions. I had to change this over here. This is a Victorian Moto color, this lighter color in here, because I didn't think I would have enough terracotta, which is right here, to do that. Sadly, I was going to use that color for Wood Rose too, and something else. And sadly, I think it was Victorian Moto Sandalwood. My Roomba got it. And if you don't know what Roomba is, it's that little vacuum that is like a robot vacuum thing. And my Roomba got it and chewed it up, and anyway, it is no more. It was very sad. Anyway, but it was after I had finished this and had not started the next thing I was going to use that color for. So I guess there's the silver lining right there. So anyway, this one is done. I did find, so I was kind of, here in Utah, most things have opened back up. Shops are allowed to open back up. But I went to my local craft store, which is it's not a big chain, it's just a local one. And that's where I usually get my stuff framed. And I was gonna get some stuff, I was gonna bring in some stuff. I've been a little bit hesitant because I thought, just in case they have to close back up again, I don't want my stitch piece trapped there indefinitely. I'd rather have it here, not framed. I know it's probably not that big of a deal, but I just was a little bit worried about that. Well, I had to go in for something else, and but none of the workers were wearing masks. They weren't sanitizing carts. Nobody had gloves on, of the people that actually worked there. And it made me a little bit hesitant to leave my stuff there. So I ended up not doing that. I did find a frame that was put together, but not, like it's probably they had done the wrong one or something, that was on sale somewhere else. And like a ready-made frame without backing it. Like it was a custom frame originally, but they have this area where they're in at the store, and I think that they're ones that they had put together for people, and then for whatever reason it didn't work out, or it was the wrong size or something, and it happened to be the right size for this. So I've got to get that framed when I have time. Well, not that I don't have time. I should say when my husband can help me. I am terrible about getting the borders straight, and it drives me nuts when they're not. And I feel like straight borders like this little outer one, are so hard for me to get straight. So if you have any tips and tricks, I want to know, because I just really struggle getting those perfect. And my husband, for whatever reason, does not struggle at all. So I have to wait till he has time to do it. He is still working full-time from home. And actually, he's working full-time from home from now on. His office, so he works just down the street from us, and it's he works at a bank. And the particular bank he works at, the building itself used to be owned by a local bank, I guess. It was just really small. And so it had a lot of offices in the back. Well, now he works for a bigger bank that has bought out the other one. And he didn't work when it was the small bank. He didn't work there. Anyway, but he works in one of the offices in the back, and it's just down the street from our house. It's like a mile away. But because there were only 2 people that were actually coming into work and the rest were working from home, they were closing that down to rent out to somebody else, and he was going to be working from home anyway. And then all the coronavirus stuff happened, and so now he started working from home like 2 weeks earlier than he would have. But anyway, he is still working and has a job, and things are going well that way. So that is lucky for us. But it still scares me, and my kids are out of school for the rest of the year. Like I said, Friday is the last day teachers are assigning work, which is good. I'm having serious doubts about whether or not they're going to be able to go back in the fall. I'm worried about that. I don't know what I'm going to do. I think I've told you guys before, I used to teach 5th grade before my kids were born. And so I'm perfectly capable of teaching them at home. It's just hard to know with 19 different teachers telling me what I need to do for what kid. It's making me crazy, but I know that the teachers are doing their best. They're working harder than ever before, and yet we're still talking about budget cuts for them. Anyway, that was a long tangent. So by the time I finished with Heart and Hand Sampler, I was ready to start my mania, and like I had showed you guys last time, I have a bunch of small charts that I wanted to do. So this was the first one that I did. This is from Where There Are Bees from Prairie Schooler. And I did it on this fabric, which is Berkshire Hive. This is 28 count even weave, and I have never ever stitched on even weave before. I always do linen. And years ago I did Aida, but I haven't done Aida for years and years either. But this only, well, so I bought this when we were in Florida at the Cross Stitch Covered, and they only had 28 count. So I don't know if it only comes in 28 count. Anyway, so I had to do 2 strands of floss because I really wanted this fabric. So I felt like this took me forever because it took up it's just so different sewing with 2 strands. It's so thick. And I mean, I like the way that it looks and it turned out, but I also forgot how you use twice as much floss if you're doing 2 strands. I'd never even really thought about it until I did this and realized how much that took up. I think I used either Queen Bee or Bee's Knees, I cannot remember for this. And for the brown, I think I used Carriage Black. So it's kind of a brown black. And then either it's Queen Bee or Bee's Knees. I cannot remember. I'm sorry about that. Anyway, I'm trying to decide how to finish it. I'm not positive. So the next thing that I decided to do, and I cannot, oh, okay. I couldn't remember what it was called at first, but this is the Winter is Past from Blackbird, and it is in the book that just came out. This is part of my haul. I'll show you. I love this book. So it's in this book, In Friendship's Way, and I'll show you a little bit more of this in just a second when I show you my haul. But I had that one come in, and that's kind of what derailed me from Stitchmania. And maybe I'll do something else small too, but we'll see. So my plan was to do all of this size. I don't love this E for Elizabeth. The A, which is stitched into the model, comes over, and the little curl on the A goes over this little border here. But the E did not fit in there, and so I feel like it's kind of weird. I don't know. But here it is. This is, I think it is the called for colors, all of them. So yes, and then this fabric is just some that I dyed in my kitchen. And it is Rit dye, and it is, I believe it is tan for the base, and then is it just dark brown for the modeling. And this, maybe I didn't. Okay, I was thinking I had ironed this, but apparently I hadn't. This is just wrinkly right off the hoop, or the Q-snap. Anyway, I love that book, and so I will show you my haul now. I ordered this when it came out. I absolutely love this book, and this is partially what got me off Stitchmania. Let me grab. There's a whole bunch of projects. I'll show you my favorite ones. Okay, I love this bird right here. So cute. It's Welcome August. And they did it for like a baby cross stitch. Welcome Dear August. And I just love it. And maybe just put welcome, or I don't know. But I love the colors in it. And then there's this flower that is Winter is Past. The Winter is Past. Not to be confused with the other Blackbird cross stitch I have going called the Winter is Past. Then there's these berry boxes, and I think, or the berries, and I love this berry box that they have them in right there. Love it. I may do the berries in different colors than this. These are all browns for the most part, but, and blues, but I think they're so pretty. I'm not gonna show you all the berries. Let's see. Then there's this one that I absolutely adore. I love the brick on there, and I will show you my start on it in a minute. But I had to do this one. I'm not a huge button fan. I don't really like buttons on things. So I'm going to figure out some flowers to stitch there instead. I might just do some round bud things or something, but I love it, and I love the way those bricks look. This is not huge, but it's not the tiny starts I was planning to do this month. But I love it. Love it. And I will show, like I said, I'll show you my start on that in a minute. But there's also another bigger sampler in here that's really pretty that I will do eventually as well. I also have been making some project bags. I made this one. This is a Three Sisters line as well. And I happened to have this little bit from a Three Sisters quilt from years ago that I used for the top. But then I've got the backing, and I don't know what I have inside. Oh, I just put this inside because it was a scrap that I had left over from something else. But anyway, I'm loving the quilted project bag. So I don't have anything in this one right now. Okay, so along with In Friendship's Way, I got the autumn, summer, winter that go with those. I ordered these from Jen's Stitching Niche. And I don't think I fully realized that they were like a little book by themselves. So there's the main pattern here. So this is winter. But then they've got this cute little pattern here on the back. I think it's so cute. Evelyn Cunningham is that one, a little Christmas sampler with a reindeer. And then it's got a little drum as well. This summer one I love, but I also love this right here. Absolutely love it. I don't know what it says it is called. Woodland Berries. I think that's so pretty for summer, and it's just tiny as well. I believe it's in silk, which is why I did not immediately start it. I'm also, my nightmares are coming true. People were panicked about toilet paper. At the beginning of all this, I was panicked about linen, that I would not be able to get linen for all my projects I wanted to do. Guess what? Linen is out, like everywhere. Linen and floss. Who knew that a pandemic would cause linen and floss to be out everywhere? So this is the other one's, something about a partridge. Partridge sewing box is what that one's called. But I love those colors. And I need lighter linen so that I can do those too. And then here's the fall one, the autumn. And I love these two back ones. They're so cute. So, Pumpkin Sewing Blossom and Pumpkin Blossom. Do these ones say on the back? No, these ones don't say on it. That's why I didn't see it. I wasn't just nuts. Okay, so I also got, I had ordered this from, I had to go get some floss from Shepherd's Bush. So they are taking orders over the phone, and then you can go pick it up, or they will mail it to you. So I got this one, Merry Friends, and I actually started this one, and I started it on some blue fabric, and I actually don't know where it went. But I really didn't like it. The red was showing up super, super bright, and I changed out a different red, and I just wasn't loving it. So I've got to start it on some other fabric. I wanted the blue so it would kind of look like he was ice skating at night. And that the snow would show up because he's holding a little snowman, and there's ice down here and his beard and quite a bit of white. But I just did not like it. So, and I didn't, yeah. So I'm going to be starting this all over again and making it into a tree ornament. Maybe in a tart can and figure out how to, or a tart tin, and figure out how to hang the tart tin on my tree. So that was the only haul that I bought. And then my husband, for Mother's Day, I gave him some clues as to what I wanted. And he gave me this, Agnes Platt's Strawberry Sampler. So you can see this is my favorite one in there. Let's see if you can, I can close up a little more. So I love that. So much fun and so summery. I love the door, the shape of the door. You see that? So fun. There is also this little pin keep as well in there that is cute. These kind of look like white chocolate dipped strawberries. But that's so fun. And then there's this sampler, and this one, it just shows the original, I think. I assume that's the original. And it is very, very light. It's really hard to see in the picture, but I think it will be pretty. I saw somebody starting the stitch and had posted it on Instagram, and I don't remember who it was now, but it looked really pretty so far. So this is kind of the other picture of it, and it's very faded and a little bit hard to see of the original. But I'm excited to do this. This is probably my next new start. I keep thinking I should do 4th of July, but I'm really, at the beginning of the year, I had wanted to really concentrate on doing some things that were just every day that I would always have up, and not, because I feel like I have holiday decorations, but I need, I just need things that I keep up year round. So like right now, it's not really a holiday, and I'm not super, I don't want to put 4th of July up yet, but that's pretty much all like the next group I've got. So I do have a few things from last summer that are more summery, but I have a ton of 4th of July stuff. So I kind of wanted to do just plain summer, just plain fall, that kind of thing. So here's the bigger picture. And I feel like this will be a good all summer. Especially August. I feel like it's time to get ready to get back to school, but it's not really I mean, the next thing's Halloween. It's too early to decorate for Halloween, but I want to get stuff done. So let's see if I'm gonna see if it shows you another picture of that other sampler. I don't think it does. I think it's just that faded. It doesn't show a picture of this one in the new. Anyway, so I have been working, besides the things that I showed you that are finished, I started this, the button box. Look how much fun those bricks are. I love, love, love the colors. I don't usually like pink and orange together, but in this I do, and especially if it were like hanging on the wall where it's a little farther back, I love the look of it all. It's so pretty. I'm hoping I can get the rest of these bricks done tonight. I was going to start filling in the roof during homeschool time today, but that didn't happen. So anyway, and I think that this will be a super fast stitch once I get this house done and the bricks all filled in. I love the little berry basket that's on the roof too. So cute. The other thing that I decided yesterday, and we'll see if I do this for reals or not, but I've had Merrily Merrily We Welcome Spring in progress for a year, and I love it, but I don't know why, but I can't stitch on it very long without losing interest. I don't know if it's just because it's so big that I feel like I'm never gonna get done, or what it is. I really don't know, because like I said, I love it, and I love the border, and I love working on the border. I think it's the alphabet that I start, whoa, is that hooked up there? Yeah. So I've decided to work on it just a little bit every day. So yesterday I finished this brown alphabet, and I started doing the numbers, and then I started doing here, and then I went back. So I probably worked on it for like an hour, and then I went back to the other, and I think that's how I'm gonna have to do it, is just do a little bit every day, and I may start skipping down. I've done a little bit of the motifs in here, but I haven't done very much. So maybe I need to just do more of those, and then I'll feel more accomplished on it and feel more motivated to get back to it. Like I said, I really think that it's the alphabet that is making me not as excited about it. But I have loved doing the border. Look how pretty that is. But for whatever reason, I'm just not getting back to it like I want to. I had worked on it when I first got it. I worked on it for a week straight, and then I thought, okay, I'm gonna put it away so that I don't get sick of it. And I didn't want to, but I thought I better do it so I don't get sick of it. Well, so I put it away, and then I've just had a hard time coming back, even though I was gung-ho on it at first. So I don't know, moral of the story, don't put it away if you're gung-ho on it, even for a break, thinking you'll be right back. So anyway, hopefully I can make more progress on this before I see you next time. Today, I just really want to finish those bricks and get on to the rest of the house. I just told you like 3 seconds ago I was gonna work on this every single day, and then I told you, but tonight I really don't want to. That's how I go. That's the problem. I bought, and I was gonna bring it down to show you, and I forgot. I bought some walnut ink. I have been watching Primitive Stitcher show her fabric dyeing tutorials. And so I bought some walnut ink and I'm gonna try it. Like I said, I feel like we're in a major fabric shortage crisis right now. We have to stay home, but yet we don't have, I typically buy linen for the project, not just specific for, or not just buy it because I like it. And so I don't have a lot of linen just that is not in use or planned for something. And so sorry, I feel like I'm really close to the camera this time and I'm like coming out. Anyway, so I've decided I'll buy the fabric at Hobby Lobby and then I can just color it like I want. So I've been working on that. But I bought the walnut ink like she showed and I'm excited to try that. So I should have that to show you next time. And hopefully I'll have this button box to show you all finished. And whatever I decide to do with it. I don't know if I'm going to put it on a button box or if I'm going to frame it. I haven't really decided yet. Anyway, so that's probably all for now. I hope you have, you're all healthy and that you're staying safe. Like I said, things are starting to open here, but I don't know, like we have season passes to the water park and I don't know that that's going to happen. And then I think even if it does open, are we going to feel safe enough to go? There's just so many unknowns right now. I just don't know how the summer is going to go right now. I feel like we are in limbo and I'm kind of starting to think we are not going to be back to normal anytime soon. So I guess it's just time to stitch. That's what we better do, is just stay home and stitch. And unfortunately, I'm running out of things to watch on Netflix. I shouldn't say running out of things that I'm interested in to watch on Netflix, right? Because let's face it, I'm not interested in everything. I'm trying to think what's good that we have watched. We finished the last episode of New Amsterdam last night. That wasn't on Netflix, it was on demand. We've watched, so we have, I don't know if you guys know about VidAngel or if anybody's even interested in it, but it's a video service that edits things so that you can watch things without all the swearing or nudity or whatever. So we have been watching things with that, some things that we wouldn't otherwise watch. So that has kind of, it's given us more things to do. And now we're about out of anything that we're interested in, though. So, you know, you would think with a zillion things to choose from, we would be able to find something. So if you have any great ideas, let me know of shows to binge watch. I have to watch shows when they're all the way off TV so that I can just watch the whole thing and I don't have to wait for a cliffhanger or something like that. Let's see what else has been going on. Oh, everything's canceled. So nothing's really been going on. We've just been here. My oldest son works for a farmer. He's still working. He's worried his mountain biking team is going to be canceled for next year. He's going to be a senior next year. So it would be sad because it's his team, his senior year. Fortunately, because we are in Utah, they can, there's a lot of other just bike races that are open to anybody, not just the school. So he could still do those when they have them, probably also not this year. My girls' ballet has been canceled at least till fall. They couldn't do the recital, obviously, because that is too many people in one space. And my hair is in desperate need of a cut. Anyway, so that's how things are going. I hope your stitching is going well. Leave me a comment and let me know how you are doing. And what you're working on, and if you've been able to stick to your Stitchmania plans especially. I would love to hear if you're sticking to your Stitchmania plans or if I am the only one who's gotten completely off track with other projects. Yeah, let me know. Follow me on Instagram at The Silver Scissor Sews, or here is just The Silver Scissor. Subscribe So I know you're watching and that you want more videos, and leave comments for same reason. So I know that if you're liking what I have or if you want to see other things, let me know. Anyway, stay safe and healthy, and I will see you soon. Bye.